Hello guys, welcome to another Source Gaming discussion. This is your host PushDustIn, and joining me today is video lead NantenJex.
Hello everyone.
Today we'll be talking about the third week of Smash blog updates. Now, I'll be straightforward with this. This week was pretty lackluster.
Agreed.
Like, there's a lot of updates on characters, which would be great, but they're all characters that we know about. And there wasn't really any new information with any of these characters.
Yeah, I'm almost wishing that they hadn't had all the videos up on the site straight away so that the updates could add something new. So
yeah,
we can only really talk about what we think of the characters being in, I suppose.
So the first one is one of the favorites is Corrin. Now you actually did a fan favorite. You actually did a video on this just very recently, well before Smash Ultimate, stating that Corrin was the best choice for Smash DLC, and I guess that would be a great point to tie into right now.
Throw me under the bus straight away. Yes,
so he's the one that wants Corrin. No.
Don't lie.
Not me. I don't know.
Wanted him to.
No. I just remember there's so many comments like, oh, you're the guy that said that Corrin was the best choice. I was like, no, that's not me.
So yeah, with Corrin, I think what's interesting is that now that we know when the original project plan was decided, and it was decided during Smash's DLC, it creates the question of how many of the characters that Sakurai considered for the same promotional role could also just be withheld for Smash Ultimate. Because the argument I made in the video is when you look at there was lots of games released in 2015, and coming out early 2016, you had stuff like Chibi Robo. I think there was Paper Mario was later 2016. Or was Paper Jam in 2015?
Paper Jam was 2015. It was earlier than.
Okay. Well, you had Elma from Xenoblade. You had Chibi Robo. You had the Inklings. You had the Paper Mario. A bunch of other really minor ones. You had a bunch of Pokemon as well. But the point is style savvy character. So the point is that there was quite a few candidates to go from, but when you started culling them and figuring out, alright, well, which ones are from series that people actually know, which ones might actually sell as DLC, which ones add more unique factors, it really only boiled down to, I think it was like Bandana D, Elma, Corrin, and Bandana D, Elma, Corrin, and Inklings. And then Bandana D is not a new character. And the Kirby game actually came out very early in 2015, so it's not really helpful for promotional. Inklings had already promotional stuff with the Mii Fighter costumes and trophy, so they didn't need more promotion. And then between Elma and Corrin, Fire Emblem's the bigger series. But when you actually think about it, you're like, well, the thing with that was the only argument I had for Corrin over Elma, that Fire Emblem was a bigger series, and so was more likely to sell. But there's always the possibility that if it was that close, then maybe Corrin gets in as DLC and Elma gets pushed to the next game that he's deciding on there. And the same thing could be said for the Inklings. Like, okay, the Inklings were obviously really popular and they were relevant at the time, but they were already done for promotional reasons. So maybe we just instead have them come out in the next game instead.
Well, Sakurai did say that Corrin was chosen because of the unique aspect of the character, like having the long range. I think it was the unique aspect, but also being realizable.
Yeah, I mean, but I would argue that Elma and Inklings can both be realizable and unique as well.
Yeah.
So that was my argument, that all three of them fit that. But Fire Emblem is the series that is the biggest one, and Corrin also had the benefit of his game obviously not being released worldwide at that point, but was going to be released worldwide.
Only in Japan.
So he was in Japan, so he could look at the character and study it and see people's reactions to it, but it wasn't in America, so it's technically promotional when it comes out there.
Yeah, and he struggled with if he should add another Fire Emblem character or not.
Yes. But yeah, Corrin is returning in Smash Ultimate.
And they haven't changed the default yet.
No, they have not, and that's upsetting because female Corrin is far better than male Corrin. And it would have been nice to have a female face on the roster.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, when you place them next to Robin, like, I don't know why they didn't go with the female one, because it would draw more distinction. Like,
I don't know.
They would be more distinct.
It's like the female one's more popular. I mean, that's why they went for it as the default in Fire Emblem Warriors.
Yeah.
And so, I guess it's just because they'd already done the male as the default before, they just didn't want to change that. But oh well. On to Tuesday.
Oh, well. On Tuesday is Snake, and I'm very happy to see him back, and David Hayter.
Yes.
To be back voicing him.
That's good. David Hayter's also voicing Snake in Super Bomberman R.
Yes, he is.
They just revealed recently that Snake and Big Boss and Raiden would all be in that game. So that's good. I'm glad that David Hayter's being brought back for all of the Solid Snake roles. Yeah,
me too. Mm-hmm. Like, I like Kiefer Sutherland as an actor. Like, my favorite thing is him jumping into a Christmas tree. I think David Hayter's a better Snake.
Yes. David Hayter is a more iconic Snake. And yeah, I guess if you know some of the plot points of Metal Gear Solid 5, it becomes a bit more understandable why they changed it, but there's also the fact that they changed it just because Kojima wanted a more recognised actor, which is very rude.
I thought him and Hayter just didn't get along. He was a hater.
I don't know if that's the case. I thought they'd stopped getting along after this fact, because, I don't know, or maybe they didn't get along because Kojima always wanted a proper, like, because he's such a film buff, like a AAA actor in his game, and Hayter obviously wasn't that because he was a voice actor.
Yeah.
And yeah, oh well. Still,
either way,
Hayter's back, and Snake is back from Brawl, and that's also super cool, and Shadow Moses Island is back. I'm wondering whether or not the Snake codec cores will come back from Brawl.
Yes, that's actually something I was talking about in a podcast with Liam Robertson just before.
Okay.
And I could see it going either way. Like, they've kept a lot of the same Easter eggs throughout all the stages.
Yeah.
Like the Star Fox stages, they brought back all those conversations and everything like that, even if they're the old stages, and like they've kept them different. Like they didn't just like rewrite them, you know?
Yeah.
So I could see it coming back, but then at the same time, that's a lot of characters. Like, that's like what, like 30 new characters from Brawl?
Yeah, I could see them doing it though, considering the amount of fan service in this game. At the very least, they're going to have to record another another conversation where Snake is like, "Who is this Otacon?" And Otacon's like, "I have no idea," because that's what they did with Palutena and Pit for the DLC characters. If you do it with the DLC, Pit's like, "Who is this Palutena?" And Palutena's like, "I can't get any data on them."
They come from a strange land or something.
Like, they're going to have to at least do that with the Solid Snake stuff, otherwise it'd just be weird if it just only worked for a certain amount of the cast and none of the others.
Oh yeah, of course, they'll think ahead like that.
But I think it'd be nice to have the codec calls come back, and the Palutena conversations, I guess, because that stage is also back.
Yeah, I prefer the codec calls because I like Metal Gear Solid humor more than Kid Icarus humor.
See, I'm the opposite. I like the Kid Icarus ones more because I like the characters and the stuff mentioned in that game over the Solid Snake ones. I wonder if we'll get any other sort of references and any other new stages that might have that.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see what stages get revealed.
Yes. But, alright, that was Tuesday.
Next is Wednesday, and it has a slight Metal Gear Solid connection. And that was Noisy Notebook, which is originally from Snipper Clips. It was redone by Maki Kitaoka, who actually worked on the Metal Gear Solid series.
Yeah. It was quite weird when I looked up her IMDb, because I wanted to see what she had done, and yeah, she's done a bunch of Metal Gear stuff, but she's also credited under Silver Gunner. That like meme YouTube channel, and it completely threw me off. A, because I didn't know why Silver Gunner had an IMDb page, but also she's only credited because of the fact they did a parody of one of her songs. I mean, I'm pretty sure she didn't do a remix for Silver Gunner.
So Silver Gunner's not in Smash yet. Cool.
No music from Silver Gunner. But yeah, no, I found this to be one that was talked about less than the other remix by the Sonic composer, but I think it's because more people recognize that, and there's probably more people
also,
who are into Sonic than Metal Gear Solid.
The official Sega Twitter tweeted out that information, and we translated it, of course. With Maki Kirioka, I didn't know that she worked on Metal Gear Solid until I looked it up for this conversation.
Yeah, true. Same for me. But it's neat. I just found it really amusing when you listen to some of the songs that she wrote for Metal Gear Solid, and then the song that she wanted to do a remix of was Snipperclip's music.
It's fantastic. I think it's a good remix. I just listened to it, shortly before, and I like it.
I'm glad that there's Snipperclips content in Smash, because obviously it's a new Switch game that came out at least a year and a quarter before, after the plan was decided. But music is always one of those things that they can always just add during development as it comes. Same for trophies. So, I wonder how far ahead the music will get. Like, if we're getting stuff from Snipperclips, will we see music from ARMS as well?
I hope so. That theme song needs to be.
Yeah, I agree. But unfortunately, it coming out on the site also confirmed that that's probably the only Snipperclips content we'll get, except maybe a trophy if we're lucky. Because
there's no icon.
No icon. Well, it has a musical note for an icon, but that's probably just a generic music note.
Well, some people point out that the music note is colored like the Snipperclips default colors.
Yeah, on the YouTube channel it is. Yeah,
but I think that's just a small Easter egg.
Yeah, but just because if Snipperclips was going to have its own color icon, it wouldn't be its own universe icon. It wouldn't be a musical note. Like, that has nothing to do with Snipperclips. It'd be like the scissors cutting each other or something like that. Like,
or one of the characters in a full shape.
Yeah. Like, noisy. A musical note just doesn't mean anything for Snipperclips. But no, it's nice that it's getting representation. I can add it to the list of series being represented. In fact, I think Snipperclips is the first brand new series being added into Smash, because Inklings obviously had already the trophy and the Mii Fighter costume.
That's true.
And everything else we've seen so far in Smash Ultimate has been from universes already in the game. I think that's the same for assist trophies, right? I don't think there's been an assist trophy.
Bomberman. Yeah.
Of course. Alright, Bomberman was the first then. But I can't think of any other assist trophies that have done. So Snipperclips is the first party series.
There you go.
There we go.
And the next update was actually one that I was really happy about, and I'm sure you were happy about, was Sukapon. Sukapon. And Sukapon is from Joy Mecha Fight. It was a game that was released only in Japan on the Famicom. It's kind of like the Street Fighter Famicom. Yeah. And it had something like 30 characters or something like that. It had a ridiculous number of actual playable characters. Although
they were all kind of the same.
Yeah. No, very similar. But still, for the time, it was pretty advanced. And the only interesting thing about this update was that Nintendo of America, they initially posted it saying that Sukapon was a he, but then they redid the translation and changed it so it wouldn't have any gender pronouns.
Oh, did they redo the translation? Because I knew Nintendo of Europe did their translation didn't have any gender pronouns in it.
Yes, so eventually they went with the Nintendo of...
Okay.
Yeah, Nintendo of America eventually went back and followed Nintendo of Europe's translation.
Yeah, because the game has it with gender, with no gender pronouns, and most people originally thought she was a girl. Sukapon was a girl because... What was the reasoning for that again?
I don't know exactly why. I was so after this whole debacle, I went around looking for a primary source that said that Sukapon was a girl, and I actually wasn't able to uncover one. On the Japanese Wikipedia, it says that it's a girl.
Okay.
Because it says the opening movie shows her birth in Japanese.
Okay.
But then looking through the game's text, the manual scans that I was able to find online, and the way that Nintendo has described the character through the Virtual Console releases, I haven't found a definitive answer on what gender Sukapon is.
So I guess it's just whoever wrote that Wikipedia page in Japan decided that she should be a girl.
Yeah. unless there's something I'm missing. And I put out a call on Twitter for information, but so far I haven't received anything back.
Yeah, but alright. Suckerpon I'm glad to see in Smash finally, after she was originally planned for Melee. And it's a nice little throwback nod. I think she's one of the assist trophies that can be knocked out.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I think so. So that's cool, as Nintendo's
Suckerpon was the
character.
most requested retro character in Melee.
Yeah.
So,
but,
I'll have more to talk about that next month.
Yes, look forward to that. But that wasn't the only Suckerpon thing that day, because as per normal in the Japan and other Asia areas of the world, we also got a memory for Suckerpon.
Yep. Yeah, so the memory for Suckerpon just basically showed off the box art and, said that they look like a robot comedian, which references the game's story.
Yeah, well, isn't that what Suckerpon's dream is, to be like a Japanese comedian or something? Or that's what she becomes at the end?
That's what they become at the end, yeah.
Yeah. So random.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny how their body parts just fly around, I guess, and that's their joke.
Well, I reckon the trophy in the final game for Suckerpon will reference that as well. Yeah,
I definitely think so.
But I like the box art for Joy Mech Fight. I kind of want to get it.
Yeah. That's one thing that's interesting. So the English Wikipedia page says that it's Joy Mech Fight, but when Bill Trinan retweeted it, he said Joy Mecha Fight.
Yeah. There seems to be different opinions on how you translate it, I guess. I mean, the same message comes across either way, it's just whether or not you include the extra A or not.
If you were to do it just literally from Japanese, it would be Joy Mecha.
Okay.
So that's probably...
I wonder where Joy Mech Fight... I think Joy Mech Fight came from
Brawl.
Brawl, yeah.
Didn't it?
Yeah, the Brawl sticker of Suckerpon just lists it as Joy Mech Fight, so that's what they went for.
Yeah, so it depends on who was the translator at that time, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, Thursday.
Next one is Sol Galeo. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes.
And Lunala.
Yes, so it's a very Pokemon Sun and Moon themed day.
And I liked how they did both of them on the same day.
Yeah, same.
Right after each other.
Yeah, that was a neat little touch.
Yeah, it's like you could pick one or the other. But actually, you have both of them in this game. And they showed off their attacks and everything.
Yeah, we've seen both of them in the demos and stuff, so we know how both of them act. And it's not really a surprise to see them in the game. I think every Smash Brothers game has added in the
box art Pokemon.
Yeah, the box art Pokemon from whatever previous gen was in. Like, yeah, Brawl had Groudon and Kyogre. Brawl had Groudon and Kyogre as Pokeball Pokemon, but had Dialga and Palkia as stages. Did Smash 4 have Zekrom and Reshiram? Or
I think Reshiram.
Did they appear on the Ends Castle stage?
Oh, Ends Castle? I don't know.
Yeah, on 3DS. Because is it Giratina? Girantia? No. Kirkish. God, there's so many Pokemon. The third one from Black and White, the Ice Dragon. I think he's a Pokeball Pokemon.
Oh, maybe that's what I was thinking of.
But I don't think Palkia or Zekrom are. But if they wouldn't surprise me if they appeared in the Unova League stage, because it's kind of like the successor to Spear Pillar. In fact, I actually, thinking on it now, I'm pretty sure they do, because I think Zekrom causes the floor to become really electrified, and Reshiram does the same sort of thing Twin Rover does, where it makes half of the stadium covered in fire. So I think they both appear there. But I guess what this does confirm is that if there is another Pokemon stage for this game, it's not going to be like Spear Pillar and Unova League with Solgaleo and Lunala appearing, unless they do something with the Ultra Beasts and they're the Pokemon that appear in the background, because we haven't seen any Ultra Beasts yet.
That could be it, yeah.
Yeah.
And that would be kind of more unique to Sun and Moon.
Yeah, but it does kind of deconfirm whatever that Dragon Canyon stage was, where it's one of the like big noticeable locations that I thought they could have made a stage from, but it's right outside where Solgaleo and Lunala are fought. So that they would have almost certainly appeared in that stage if it was.
It's It's gonna be Mimikyu's factory.
The abandoned school, isn't it? I thought it was a school.
Yeah, something like that. Where you take photos. That's actually where I stopped playing Sun and Moon.
Oh, really?
Sun and Moon. Yeah, I caught a Mimikyu and I was like, that's it.
I don't think I ever caught Mimikyu, like, at all.
I like went around that area for like 30 minutes just looking for him, and then after that I was just like...
There you go, game complete.
Done. Well, there's initially some confusion with Soul Galileo, because some people didn't recognize the stage, and I kept on getting questions about it, so I just posted on Twitter, and then immediately after, like 20 people were like, was it Gao Plains from Xenoblade? Yeah, someone, I think I saw the picture, someone pointed out that the tree and the two trees in the lake you see in the background and the same
from the same stage, and then paired it up. That was cool. So and I guess to address also, there's a picture going around with Snake with a mushroom. I think I talked about it on the stream when I was there, and I'm pretty sure that's Gao Plains now. At first I wasn't convinced, but then another fan showed me some evidence of where it might line up, and I checked in other pictures. Because when I looked at it on Smash for Wii U, it didn't seem to match up to anywhere. But then when I actually looked at other Smash Ultimate pictures of Gao Plains, I realised actually they probably just updated the textures and stuff, and that's why it's not matching up properly on Smash for Wii U. And I think, I'm pretty sure it is, which means that mushroom is either an item or an assist trophy. I guess we'll find out in one of these Smash blog updates. Yeah,
probably very soon.
Hopefully.
And then the last day, on Friday, was another lackluster day. It was just DK.
Yay! Don't say DK's lackluster. Everyone loves DK.
I mean, I love DK, and I love a lot of the little updates that they've done with him. Like the fact that he carries people with one arm. Yeah, that's fantastic. Neat.
I wonder if he carries big enemies. That's something I should ask people to check. Whether he carries big enemies like Ridley and Bowser with one arm, or if he carries them with the two. Because the reason he carries things with two is because that's what he does in the Country series. He carries the barrels. But in the original arcade version of Donkey Kong, that's where he does it with one hand.
Yes.
But speaking of the original arcade version of Donkey Kong...
Yep. That's the last post. Is the memory post. And basically it was like, hey, you remember that Donkey Kong arcade game? Hey, look, Mario's there.
No, it's not Mario. They're like, who is that in the background? Oh,
yeah,
it's a mystery.
Yeah, maybe it's Jumpman.
Maybe it's a hint that Jumpman's being added as a playable character.
There you go. It's like Black Pit all over again.
Yeah. Well, see, we already have 3 Links and we have 3 Marths, so why not have 3 Marios?
Yeah. Well, I'm saying like Paper Mario would be the perfect addition.
Yeah, but what if you could have Jumpman? He could be an Echo Fighter of Mario.
There you go.
And he could be the surprise retro character.
Or would he be an Echo Fighter of Dr. Mario?
Oh god. He probably would actually. See him like throwing little barrels or something. I'm trying to think how that would work actually. Would he throw barrels? Would he throw hammers? Like, because he doesn't have the ability to throw fireballs, although there are fireballs in that game. So. Anyway, that was this week.
Yep. Is there any last comments that you'd like to make before we wrap this up?
I hope next week is more interesting. They're definitely rushing through all the characters, that's for sure. I found the dates really, I almost feel like Noisy Notebook should have gone out on the Tuesday. Because of the fact that the composer was from Metal Gear Solid, it would have lined up perfectly with Tuesday. And Wednesday already had 2 posts with Sucupon and Memory. So,
I mean, like, maybe with the poster still not, like, they don't have the schedule down fully packed.
Yeah.
Because some of these posts still have, like, erratic times.
Yeah, and I noticed confusion. I saw on Twitter people were saying, why is there no post on a Friday for the Smash blogs? And I was like, well, there is a post on a Friday. Because that was Donkey Kong. But then then after talking about them, I clocked that, oh yeah, I guess it comes out so early on a Friday in Japan. Yeah. And if there's only one post, that it actually comes out like late Thursday evening in America.
And it's weird because Nintendo actually spent a lot of this week publicizing that they were making updates for the Smash blog.
Yeah.
Every day. This is like, we are updating this every day. It's like 5 days of the week.
You're updating it 5 days of the week.
Sometimes you miss a day.
Sometimes you miss a day. Sometimes you're updating it 5 days a week. Sometimes it's just on a Sunday in America because it's on a Monday everywhere else. It's like really inconsistent.
Yeah. So I wonder if like this is just like they're still kind of putting things together.
Maybe. It does definitely feel like it was almost like a last-minute decision to do.
Yeah.
And they haven't really thought about timing. It's almost like, Sakurai puts them out in Japan whenever he's available to do so, and then they just scramble to translate it and release it, which is on every other.
Kind of the impression that I got with Game Explain when they interviewed, was it Nate?
Yeah.
When Nate was talking about doing the translations for Smash for Wii U and 3DS for the Miiverse post, it seems like it was kind of like he was always scrambling to do those.
Yeah. Per Nintendo employees, per Treehouse.
Yeah.
But alright, I've got no more comments to make other than that.
Alright, well, thank you guys so much for listening to this discussion. If you like what you hear, please let us know in the comments or leave a like on this video. We want to give a special thanks to our super patron, the Duke of Dorks, as well as all of our other patrons. Without their support, these discussions and this content would not be possible. You can go ahead and follow both NantenJex and myself using the social media links in the description below. You can also follow Smash blog posts by checking out All Source Gaming on Twitter. I'm pretty quick about getting the English translations up in reply to the Japanese translations, or at least on the Source Gaming account, so that way you can see them in one feed. So please go ahead and check that out, and thank you guys so much for supporting this content.
Thank you guys.